Hello, Uta here of Trans Widow Uta Hagen YouTube channel and WordPress blog utahagengrasswidow.wordpress.com. The link is always in the notes below, and there's a contact form to connect with me if you are looking to have your story told through my voice. Yes, and the reason I'm outside, or one of the things I wanted to show you, is the sleeping bees. This is this phenomenon that happens in the fall. And they even sleep overnight in these beautiful mystic spirit dahlias. And oh yes, another sign of the changing season is... And this isn't the only one. This is my big bag of daffodils that I must plant in the next month. I got, this is 100, and it's called Fragrant Mixture. So it will be a beautiful and fragrant spring next year. Now this one is part 2 of the Will&Harper series, which for some reason, the first one I posted about the Netflix so-called documentary by Will Ferrell and his friend, Mr. Andrew Steele, who now goes by the name Harper. For some reason, it already has over 1,000 views. So thank you to the subscriber or person who posted this somewhere else with a lot of exposure, because I'm used to, getting maybe 300 views or something. So you've increased my reach on that one by ×3, I think. And so it did, as all of the more frequently watched of my videos, we do get the troll comments. And of course, if you're going to say these nasty things and accuse me of ridiculousness, then I will just answer you on my own time, and your comment will not stay, and probably you get blocked. Yes. Hide user from channel is the thing you click on. So this sad bumper sticker person, that's the handle that they write under. Ooh, we have 3 bees in 2 flowers. Just a little quick diversion here. And it's not really that cold, so they're sleepy. I don't know. So, yes, okay. There's a lot of misspellings and ungrammatical stuff. I had to kind of sort through it and try to understand, but it's a typical accusation, though, because Nettie also said this to me when I said, we'll get divorced, but I can't be in this marriage anymore, and I'm going to get custody of our 2 young sons, who at the time were only 5 and 8. And our children didn't know about him dressing up and presenting himself as female until after he had the surgery. So he didn't really go by this dressing and acting and speaking and whatever, play acting, of being the opposite sex for 2 years, 24/7. That almost never happens, actually. There's this false assumption that before you take your letters to the surgeon, that you have done that for 2 years. And even way back in the 1990s, when Nettie told me about the Blanchard protocol of 2 years before you get to go to have your parts cut off, he didn't do it either. So, not that Ray Blanchard would have any way of enforcing the Blanchard protocols, but I really think he should have said, you know, this is not being done appropriately. He should have made a public statement about this, about how it's going out of control. In any case, I have to hurry this up because it's actually starting to sprinkle. So I am dictated by this sad bumper sticker individual that trans widows should maturely accept their partner's transition. Now, sad bumper sticker obviously hasn't seen the video where I discuss my consistent data whereby of 60 trans widows, and even when it was only 30, the percentage of us who were physically attacked or sexually assaulted by husband is a little over a third. Right now it stands at 24 out of 60. And even if your husband did not transition, you never loved them. Well, I married him when I was 21, and I did love him. I saw that after we had children, he started getting very critical of me, and I didn't love that. And because of the data on the violence, I recommend to every woman who is married to a man who says that he's so-called transitioning to get out. It's just not safe. The numbers are not in your corner. Your anger, resentment, hatred, spite was part of your toxic relationship years before the transition. You know, I was really too busy having babies and living on a very low budget and nursing with them when they were infants and so on to have all this anger, resentment, hatred, and spite. But I will tell you an interesting quote that I have memorized from a colleague in the same database management field, which Nettie is now retired from. He apparently saw one of my videos, and then he contacted me and said, is Nettie so-and-so, using his actual name, and does he work at so-and-so Systems, a database management company that serves world-class museums all over the world. I'm going to start saying it, I think, because he is retired now. And they've kind of scrubbed him from their entire website, even though he was the chief operating officer for almost 20 years. So this is what this individual, who you would assume is just neutral, he said of Nettie, there's a meanness and a spitefulness, but it is cloaked in a veil of tolerance and inclusivity. And that is exactly what was in this message to me. So this is my practice when someone trolls me on my channel. I print out their words, then delete it, because it's very important for the comments in this channel to be supportive of the women who are damaged by men who claim to be women and by boys who claim to be girls. It is important that we make it a supportive space for our gender critical and our biological realist cohort. And I want to keep it short, but I find that the Will&Harper bit is surprisingly productive, and so I will probably make this into a little series. And there are the napping bees.